You're watching NETRUSH Report, the channel where tennis drama meets deep analysis, that we unpack the rivalries, the rankings, the meltdowns, and the miracles. Subscribe now and turn on notifications, because you won't want to miss what's coming next at IT was 2014. Houston, U.S. Men's Clay Court Championships. A qualifying round, not even the main event. Just another gritty step on the ADP ladder. But for the Zverev family, it would become unforgettable. At 16 years old, Alexander Zverev was already making waves. He was a teenager, but his game was maturing faster than expected. He was raw, powerful, and chasing a dream. Across the net that day, his own brother, Mischa Zverev, 9 years older, a lefty, an established tour veteran, a big brother who had paved the path, who had paid the price, who had sacrificed for his younger siblings' tennis future. And now, they were opponents. Alexander remembered the match recently while speaking on the Nothing Major podcast, a laid-back but revealing discussion with John Isner, Sam Querrey, and Steve Johnson. Laughs were shared, stories spilled. But when the topic turned to that match in Houston, Zverev's voice shifted. The tone was different. He admitted that he couldn't bring himself to win. Not that he didn't want to win. Not that he was off his game. No, he led in the third set. He was up a break. He was heading for victory. And then, he just stopped. Zverev retired mid-match, handing Mischa the win. He told the hosts, "I was up 3-2, and I just felt so bad. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't beat him." Let that sink in. In a cutthroat sport, where matches mean money, rankings, pride, Zverev walked away. This wasn't just about one match. This was about a lifetime of brotherhood. Mischa had sacrificed everything for his little brother. Their father coached both, but early on, it became clear Sasha, Alexander's nickname, was the future. His own Mischa became more than just a brother. He was a sparring partner, a mentor, a chauffeur, a protector that in many ways, he stepped aside so Alexander could rise. When they stood across from each other in Houston, the roles reversed. Now Alexander had the power, and he chose empathy over victory. That moment didn't appear on ADP records. It was a qualifying match. It never entered the official stats. But to Zverev, it's burned into memory that he called it one of the strangest moments of his career. There aren't many sibling rivalries in tennis. Serena and Venus? Legendary. Andy and Jamie Murray? Different strokes, same tour. The Bryan brothers? Dominant in doubles. But Alexander and Mischa? They were unique. They weren't competing at the same time, at the same level, with the same tools. Mischa was serve and volley. Old school. Alexander? Baseline power. New age. Mischa once peaked at number 25 in singles and number 44 in doubles. No small feat, but his little brother? Slam finalist. Olympic gold medalist. ADP finals champion. World number 3. That dynamic creates tension. Resentment? Maybe. But in the Zverev household, it fostered loyalty. Flash forward to 2018. Washington, D.C. Zverev, now a rising star, meets Mischa in the round of 16. This time, it's the real deal. ADP 500. Broadcast live. Headlines expected. Alexander wins 6-3, 7-5. IT was clean. Competitive. Respectful. Mischa gave it everything. But Alexander was too strong. After the match, there were no tears. No regrets. Just a handshake, a hug, and a shared history. Alexander would go on to win the tournament. Again, Mischa? He knew it might be one of his last big nights on tour. Mischa never made an official retirement announcement. He just slowly faded from the rankings, the courts, and the ADP schedule. His last match came in early 2023. No fanfare. No press tour. Just silence. And that's fitting that Mischa's career wasn't about spotlight. It was about sacrifice. Even today, he works behind the scenes, often traveling with Alexander. Acting as a manager, advisor, protector, still playing big brother in a different role. In tennis, some exits are loud. Others are silent, but powerful. Mischa chose dignity. And in that 2014 moment, Alexander returned the favor. Today, in 2025, Alexander Zverev stands at number 3 in the world. He's battled injuries, scandals, criticism, And yet he's still here, still grinding, still rising. Right now, he's in Toronto for the National Bank Open. Quarterfinals. Big test ahead. He's facing Alexei Popyrin, the defending champ. Will he win? We'll see. But one thing's certain. Zverev plays with more than just racket and ball. He plays with the weight of a family. He plays for a brother who once gave up dreams, so he could chase his own. Tennis is brutal. One-on-one. No teammates to hide behind. You win or you lose. No excuses, but every now and then, the sport reminds us it's more than rankings. More than trophies, it's about character. What Alexander Zverev did in Houston wasn't strategic. It wasn't smart. It wasn't even good for his career at the time. But it was human in a world that often rewards cold efficiency. He showed warmth, emotion, family. And maybe, just maybe, that's what greatness really looks like. So next time someone asks you about Zverev's most memorable match, don't mention the Olympics. Don't mention the ATP finals. Tell them about Houston, 2014, when a 16-year-old kid, leading 3-2 in the third set, chose to lose because love was more important than winning. That you've been watching NETRUSH Report, where tennis stories come alive. If this one moved you, like, comment, and subscribe. Drop your thoughts below. Would you have done the same? Or should winning always come first? Until next time, keep your eyes on the court and your heart in the game.